In the meantime, the spread of the coronavirus taking its toll on restaurants and small businesses as multiple states close their doors amid the outbreak. Our next guest just met with the president about keeping drive-through and takeout options open for the industry. International Franchise Association CEO Robert Cresanti joins us now on the phone. Robert, thanks for being with us. Given the fact that you were present for this meeting with the president yesterday, what was your message and what did that conversation entail?
I could just say that thank you so much for having me on, Morgan, and for your entire team. I think our message was simple. The majority of franchise owners are small business owners, hundreds of thousands of whom are seeking revenue, for their businesses. We're seeing it shrink at an unprecedented rate, and we need relief now as quickly as possible. Small businesses, both in the restaurant industry and in other sectors like home improvement and gyms and hair salons, have no customers walking through the door and a lot of fixed costs in place, and therefore there is no cash flow. You saw Kramer talk about this earlier. This is why IFA, along with our members, need the federal government to step in and increase liquidity to those small businesses fast. And I have been, this has been, I just can't say how, if Americans could see how this administration and the leadership, both Nancy Pelosi and Senator Schumer's staffs are reacting and listening to the voices that are coming in from these small business folks, you would be proud of the functioning of this country. It's not always what we hear reported in the press, but the Secretary Mnuchin and I were texting and on the phone, at close to midnight on Saturday night, and we have been in constant and consistent touch, and they are able to turn around things faster than I've ever seen the federal government turn things around in my career.
Wow. Well, that is a message that I certainly like to hear. My dad's a Burger King franchisee in the New York metro area, and I've been having conversations with him, and I think you make such a key point that maybe many folks don't realize that franchisees are small business owners. In terms of the conversations you are having with some of those franchisees you represent, what is playing out in real time on the ground? Are stores able, at least the drive-thrus, able to stay open? Is something like layoffs now on the table, as we've heard from other industries, for example, in hospitality?
I said this to the president, and I've said it to the secretary and also to the members of Congress. Small business people are making decisions every day on a day-by-day basis. When, the parking garage in my building here down in Washington, D.C. is half empty, I can tell you that the corner bakery, one of our members around the corner that's just around the corner here, knows that day that their lunch business is down by 50%. So they adjust and work very quickly. And so getting assurance from the government and having an understanding that people are putting politics aside and that it is America first in this regard, and they're working to move things forward very quickly, give them some amount of comfort. But I can tell you, of course, from your own family's experience, that there is high distress because these people that have worked in these businesses work side by side with the owners many days of the week, and they fully understand the pain of putting someone on a furlough, and they really don't want to do it. But as customers are not showing up, it is important that the government help us take ownership of that problem.
Robert Cresanti, thank you for joining us today and giving us some more color on what you're seeing and also what that conversation with administration officials yesterday entailed. Thank you. We're showing you right now on your screen pictures of